Welcome everybody to the AEL High School League for Rocket League here, week number 4. My name is MattSe. I'm coming to you live with Fetch. Hello, hello.
Hello, and happy Pride Month. This is, I believe, my first AEL stream this month, so, I'm pretty excited to be back on. Of course, I'm very excited to also be back on with the High School League. We're already a few weeks in, but the action it's been pretty interesting. We've had some really strong performances by some of the teams, and, a few things which might want to be improved on by some of those lower-ranked teams, but nonetheless, it's always fun to watch a bit of high school action.
Absolutely, there's been some real contenders coming up through the weeks, some real competitive matches, and I'm sure we've got plenty more today. But before we get into the competitive side of things, I think we do have some of our wonderful friends to say thanks to.
We absolutely do, of course. First is Predator Gaming by Acer, the presenting partner of AEL High School League, providing you all your gaming and education PC needs and powering up the High School League itself. Second of all, we have ViewSonic, who is our education partner. They're helping to upgrade your classroom today with ViewSonic's large format of interactive displays, as well as the MyViewBoard software suite. I know we had some, I think something a bit like that back in ye old days when I was in high school. It definitely made the learning experience a lot better. Third of all is AOC Monitors, our gaming monitor partner. Probably should have intuited that one. Get the best experience with their latest range of gaming monitors. And fourth, but very much not least, is Rig. Rig Gaming, specifically our gaming headset partner. Experience great sounds with Rig's gaming range of headsets. And again, as I always say, if you think that we don't have beautiful, brilliant voices, you're just not using the right headsets.
I think you're spot on there, Fetch. Thank you for that. And thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. They're definitely awesome. We love each and every one of them, and can't wait to see more from them as we head towards our future. But I believe we've got a few games on today, and to start things off, I will announce our first matchup will be Glen Eagles Junior School coming up against QAS MT, the Mighty Doritos. So again, the creativity in these team names never ceases to amaze me. I love how they're always got their own sense of identity in them.
I absolutely love the idea of the massive, what is it? The massive Doritos. Sorry, I'm trying to
Doritos.
The Mighty Doritos. I think that's great. I'm a big corn chip fan, honestly, and I think that this is exactly what we needed. I did misread it as the Mighty Burritos at first, which it's pretty good too. But yeah, I actually have to say, it's like a small qualm I have with living in Australia. Our Mexican food not quite up to scratch. I think there's some good options out there, but like I don't know. I think we could do better.
I reckon that we should definitely up the ante. There's definitely been some options appearing over the years, but it's, as you say, it's not quite to the standard that we want it to be. If we went over to the States, for example, I'm sure that they'd have a lot more options in there. But speaking of, I think we are heading towards the game pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, I'll take the blame for this one. I've thrown so many teams under the bus for not joining the games quickly enough. And what's actually happened here is that I forgot to send the details. So it's entirely on me, but the teams are raring, ready to go. They were like, come on, send us the details. We got to go. So I believe they'll be in soon. I think we've got a bit of a glitch on the game in Rocket League where I can't see who's actually joined yet. So I might jump into spectate.
I've seen a few of those.
Yeah, okay. My chat's disabled at the moment for when I'm streaming, so I don't actually know. But I believe we should be good to go soon. I'll just double check that one. Can you see for me quickly who is actually in the
game?
game?
Do
For
have
me, it's just
6 players.
We have 6 players?
Yes.
Is that including us?
No. There are 6 players in the server. I think they're ready to go.
Awesome.
Hopefully they're ready to go.
Yes, alright, good to go.
Yeah. I think we're getting a call out from the players. They're good to go. We're good to go. Everything's good to go. Oh, yep. Here they come.
Let's do it! Again, my apologies for the slight delay there, but it's fine. It looks like we got things sorted, and my mic's now centered, and everything is perfect. AEL High School League. These two teams should be an interesting matchup. Actually, no, only one team's in.
Nope. Both teams are joining. Yep, they're in.
Oh, okay. My screen has all sorts of questionable stuff going on in it, so just don't mind me. It's fine. We know what we're doing.
It's all right. You're in the multiverse, and I'm in the universe.
At least you're in the same universe as these players. That's what's important. Because I'm trying to, I'm doing some Doctor Strange stuff, trying to, hop through portals, trying to get back there. But I think we're good now. I think we're all on the same page.
Yep. No, first goal gone the way of Glen Eagles Junior School there. Nice fast one coming out on the approach. We'll see if QASMT, the Mighty Doritos, can come back though. Looks like the ball is already going towards their side of the court. Good reversal though, and a demo to come through as well for good measure. Speaking of, it's a goal!
Yeah, really nice little turnaround there. And actually to give a little bit of context behind these two teams, they are both struggling at the bottom of Group D. However, Glen Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, have been able to pick up one game so far. Their record not looking great for making it to the finals, but they are starting to pick up some steam and some momentum with being able to put that one game on the board. And right at the moment, my apologies, the other way around. QASMT have put one game on the board. Glen Eagles yet to find their first win, but they also haven't played as many games, so it will be interesting to see where they're able to find this first victory, because it doesn't look like they're completely incapable of getting that win, if you follow what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I feel like there's definitely the potential there. They just need to tap into it. See if they can find it now, though. It's Glen Eagles to push it downfield, already getting past one player. In fact, all players pushing it towards the goals there. Good center. Unfortunately, it comes from the opposing team. And Fax AJT 36 capitalizes, taking the lead away from Glen Eagles.
And this is why you never pass across goal. It's one of those things which you have to learn very early on in your Rocket League career. Anytime you pass across goal, there's always that slight chance that one pesky player is just standing in the road, able to put those ones away. And to be fair, that was the game plan which Glen Eagles were going for, pretty much from the first push up that side.
The game plan has worked to a T there. See if it can work out a little more though. Nice tap there from Mantic Volcano, trying to push it up with their teammate Stars. Let's push it to the corner there, straight to the Validity. Looks like they're still keeping it though on the blue side of the field for the moment. Good physicality coming through there, and in fact a good goal. They've evened it up, a 2 for 2.
Yeah, good stuff here. It's actually quite a close matchup. I was a little bit worried that our junior school representatives might struggle a little bit in this game, especially given the fact that, like I said, they haven't put a win on the board just yet, but they've been able to kind of keep that momentum ahead. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Glen Eagles squad. They aren't over-committing on defense. They're sort of coordinating pretty well. I mean, they may not have those big mechanics we see at some of the top-level play, but they are certainly working together, and that's really good. There's so much importance on being able to make sure you're not messing each other up.
Definitely important to synergize, that is for sure. Little Vladdy there pushes it off the wall, gets past one, isn't able to overcome the second, however. Darkling trying to center it through, gets pushed airborne, trying again as they might. It will be stopped, however, by the Mantic Volcano. Oh, unfortunate timing there. They won't be able to tap that one. Seems the blue team having a bit of a struggle with it as well, but it does stay on the orange side of the field.
Yeah, and that's important, you know, you always want to keep it. Oh, that was very cute little tech by X2 Legend, and they're going to get a goal off it as well, playing straight over the top of their teammate. Just almost looks like they were using them as a wrap. It's very good. And the awkward bounce there baits all three defenders into going for it, and they all drop it. That was fantastic stuff.
Absolutely, and it will net them the lead once again here. 3 for 2 scoreline, just over 2.5 minutes to go. Plenty of opportunity for either side to get some more goals here. It looks like X2 Legend trying to set one up now. Fax almost pushes us towards it. Goal going to be open though. Little Vladdy trying to backpedal their way through. They're trying to get a goal off it, but no one's able to capitalize. It will go straight over the crossbar and back in blue possession.
Oh, it's so frustrating when it goes over the crossbar like that. You're so certain that you're going to get it. It's like, okay, it's right there, it's in front of goals, but it's just a little too high. And if you can't get that high player to sort of bounce it down to get that waterfall effect, it just doesn't happen. But X2 Legend going for another big breakaway. They've got a teammate there as well, but a good defensive effort means that they aren't going to be able to get the cross.
Looks like there's going to be a few more crosses trying to be attempted though. Fax AJT pushes it upfield now. Does get caught by Stars 22 there. Good counteraction, but Legends ready to return serve as well. Just seems like a game of hot potato at the moment. Both teams just trying to get it away from one another. All will be cleared out, at least for the time being, however.
Yeah, at least for now, you know, it's sort of a decent effort by our orange team, of course, to keep making sure the ball doesn't stay in their half for too long, because fundamentally they have been kind of on the defensive quite a bit, but they are starting to shore up the defense. Yes, they've given up 3 goals so far, which in the first half of the game is a bit rough, but they are figuring out what they have to do across the course of not just this game, but the whole series, in order to sort of close down the attack from their opponents. And that, again, that's sort of the first step. Bit of an awkward attack coming through, but again, blocked very, very nicely by our Mighty Doritos.
See if they are able to bring out some of that spicy buffalo wings flavor Doritos there. Try and keep them away from the goals. See if they can manage something out of it. Looks like it is going to be on their side for the moment. Pushing up forward is Stars there. Managing to get it past a couple off the wall. Darkling not able to catch it in time. X2 Legend. Great rebound there. It will be cleared off towards the corner, however. But the time is starting to dwindle.
Ooh, that was almost such an awkward bump, as well as the attack comes through, trying to capitalize on it, but Fax just couldn't quite get the touch. This ball is high and awkward, but Stars able to clear that one up pretty comfortably. But at the end of the day, all that Glen Eagles has to do is just keep the ball up this side of the field, and they won't get scored on. Take the first game 3-2, and that'll feel pretty good for them. And it seems like they're going to achieve that. Of course, we have that 0-second rule where if the ball touches the ground, the game is done. And there is our first win for Glen Eagles High School.
Well played matchup there in game 1 for both teams. You can see that already it's a really close one, like 3 for 2. That's nothing to, blink at there. That's certainly closer than a lot of matches have turned out to be in the past. So let's see how this second game plays out. I reckon we could even manage to go the distance here. Maybe go all 5 maps, who knows?
I reckon we could. And especially, it's not just the scoreline as well. It was how close some of those plays came to getting over the line. Some of those plays just above the crossbar, we kind of harped on about that one for a little bit. And that, if it was just a little bit lower, there's absolutely a player who can rebound that shot in for, for the side of QASMT. And that, that always feels pretty good when you're able to manage it.
Unfortunate start there. They get a fast one on them. No one going for the kickoff on the Mighty Doritos side there. As a result, it will be open season on a first goal. So great start for Glen Eagles. Let's see if there's going to be a counter-attack in order, however, straight away from the Mighty Doritos. Already getting good traction in the middle. X2 Legend sending it straight back, though, with a swift kick. Good
traction is especially important on the sandy fields of Wasteland. Sorry, I had to chuck that in. I understand exactly how cringe it is, but yeah, right, that's actually right. You're actually exactly right. Like, I feel like this series is going to be so heavily decided by who gets this early momentum and who's able to sort of build that speed up. Really good attempt off the backboard from Stars, but Darkling just wasn't quite close enough to be able to get that rebound. But, it was close stuff. And again, if you keep making these plays, eventually one of them does work and one of them does go in.
Absolutely. They just have to keep prodding and prying their way through. Ooh, just like they might have been able to there. X2 Legend, unfortunately for the Doritos, going to be getting onto it though. But they're still trying for it. They're definitely not allowing the blue team to get too much leeway. Looks like they have broken through now though. Heading towards the center, Mantic Volcano will erupt towards the ball and push it straight back. Darkling almost getting a good handle on it as well. And now it's in Stars' hands.
Alright, can we just appreciate how nice Stars' V1 car is? That's kind of neat. The purple, it's really cool. Stars goes for an amazing shot off the top, and they just get to show it off for us. Look at this little, look at this setup off the corner. Crosses it beautifully and really awkwardly above the range of the defenders, and Stars, perfect. Chef's kiss to that goal.
Yeah, I'm loving the purple aesthetic, like all through there. Even the goal explosion actually bringing out some of that purple as well. So you can definitely see it's a well planned out aesthetic there for the player. Regardless though, into another round here. It will be X2 Legend to keep control towards center. Orange team will pick it right back up though. Mighty Doritos going for another goal. Unfortunately not getting the right angle on it. Will still be forced to play around the corner. And it does get sent straight back.
Yeah, and the score is still even. We've been seeing it go tit for tat at the moment. 1 goal for 1 goal for 1 goal. So realistically, it is going to be up to QASMT to be the ones to kind of break serve, I guess. To kind of break this back and forth momentum. And it's a good effort being put out by Mantic, but Darklight once again just not quite in the right position there. Stars looks to do something pretty, but doesn't quite work out this time.
See if they can find it heading into the later stages of the game. as it is heading towards the 2.5-minute mark there, almost the halfway point. Mantic Volcano does get the tap through. It's going to be cleared towards the center now. They're still chasing after it aggressively. 2 orange players on it as well. Hopefully they have enough in the defense. Oh no! Stars has slipped past it, and there it is. The lead goes to Glen Eagles.
That is the most tragic thing, but it's like it happens to everyone in Rocket League, right? Not only just that save, that miss on the save, but also doing something super cool like Stars' last goal and being like, heck yeah, I'm the best, and then missing an absolute sitter like that. Almost a kickoff goal, not quite gonna happen, but yeah, it always happens. You get humbled so quickly in this game.
See if there is going to be more humbling moments here. Looks like it is a back pass there towards Mantic Volcano. Darkling trying to play off it with their teammate now. Mantic Volcano still attempting for it though. Cleared towards the corner. Will be picked up by Fax there. 3 players all towards the ball right now. This could be critical here. The team might be able to capitalize. See if they can't find the angle yet though, and Stars has got a nice hit.
Yeah, and it actually goes over a couple of those players. It gets real messy for a second there as a lot of players bump into each other, but I do like the setup. There's one player who's coming in, they don't quite get the angle, but again, it's still scrappy, it's still close, and it gets done by Fax, and we finally have a 3-1 lead, a 2-goal buffer in this game, and I think that's the biggest lead we've seen in these last couple of games.
Absolutely. Great start there for Glen Eagles Junior School. See if they can manage to keep hold of it. 1:44 to go here. Stars now pushing up towards the corner. Good tap. Their teammates not quite there to pick it up, however. Will be caught by X2 Legend, and now even furthered by them. Trying to center it on in. No boost available, though. Could prove quite precarious for them. But alas, the ball is going to be cleared out and returned now by the orange side. Maybe not, though.
I liked how tricky they were getting, though. I liked how tricky the attack was coming through from our orange side. They really were like, we've got this idea, this big dribble that could come through, kind of trip over their feet a little bit, and it does get answered. But again, I like the fact that teams are trying this stuff. Very, very risky play off the backboard there from Fax, but it does end up in the clear. And yeah, like, I think that the coolest thing is when you get players who aren't as experienced, who aren't like veterans in this game, and they try the more risky plays, because you never make a big, risky, high-skill play if you don't try it. So you've got to try and throw it out there, and I really, really respect these players for doing that.
Yeah, definitely a props for trying there, and we'll see if their efforts will be rewarded here. Pass on through to Mantic Volcano there. Luckily, they were able to pick it up. Darkling now waiting to play up the wall. Will be caught by X2 Legend, though. A little bit more quick on the heels, it would seem. Now Fax, open season. It's going to be another one. Goal number 4. 24 seconds to go. Glen Eagles Junior School solidifying the lead.
I think that might be pretty close to a hat-trick for Fax, as well as they're able to pick up 3 goals in this game so far. They're just so good at getting those breakaways. They just find them straight past the defending team, and they're just, yeah, it looks really good when they're on it. And this should be, with only 23 seconds left to go, the game 2 going to Glen Eagles and forcing, yeah, I think that's just a great spot for them to be in.
Absolutely, they can have that lead and can play off series point. Heading into game 3 there. See if they will be able to maintain it, though. Ball goes down towards the ground. That is going to be game 2. Set in stone now in favor of Glen Eagles. Let's see if they can manage to pull together a game 3 and take the series.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, my brain just panicked because I've been doing best of 3s elsewhere, and my brain was like, wait, was that the series? Oh my god. But no, it's fine. It's Rocket League. We play best of 5s here. We're real gamers. But yeah, actually, Glen Eagles doing such a good job forcing QASMT to try and play that reverse sweep if they want to have a chance at winning this series. And of course, it would be massive for Glen Eagles. I will double check my stats to make sure, you know, I'm getting a little bit mixed up here. But yeah, Glen Eagles yet to put a win firmly on the board for themselves. So this will be great for them. I do believe they're out of finals contention at the moment. But nonetheless, it's still got to feel really good to be able to at least close out the season with 1 win on the board. All players are joined in now, and we'll be going to game 3.
Game 3, here we go. Darkling and Co trying to play off the front line here. Let's see if they can find something. X2 Legend just holding the corner there, pushes straight forward, and oh my word, just Starz with an explosion. They've got goal one.
I love that. Straight over the top of the defenders, that little jink play. Just have a look at it. Slams it down to the ground, bounces it over both defenders. It's such a deceptive shot if you're not used to Rocket League. And it's great stuff. I think the fact that Glen Eagles have come up with so many of these plays, it just feels like they're pulling them out of their sleeves, out of their pockets, out of everywhere when you least expect it. And it is what's given them this lead, as well as maybe some slightly slow rotates from the Doritos.
Let's see if the Doritos can manage to fire up here.
Rule one! Let's go!
Ooh. That was tough.
Are you familiar with the rule one?
Yes.
Yes, good. I know.
You can't move.
Yep, that's it. You can go and break. Someone can go and break it, but that's that's the coward's way. I believe that might have actually been exactly what happened. So we've been relieved from that. So it's back to 3v3. But it is good to see how good your 2 synergy is out of nowhere. And actually a bit of a scrappy attack coming from the orange team as they try and scramble back into the play. But they are keeping the aggression up and they are keeping that forward percentage, which is what we like to see. You know, if you keep the ball in your opponent's half, you're just way more likely to score. It's just how the game works. So I am liking the aggression turned around from our Queensland high school squad.
See if they can manage to turn it around again here. Push towards a goal even. Will be cleared out by X2 Legend. Will bounce off the wall there. Unfortunately not able to follow it up. Looks like it is going to be caught by Mantic Volcano now. Pushing up towards the corner. Little Vladdy need to get it out there. No one's really able to take a clear point on this one.
So in order, out of interest, and because this game's hit a bit of a lull state. Ooh, maybe not if this backboard pass connects. In honor of our Queensland Academy of Science, Maths, Technology, what is the optimal way to have corn chips? Is it with spice or is it like spicy corn chips? Oh my god, that goal came out of nowhere. Never mind, Starz is just popping off.
I think they're sharing the spice tonight. They're bringing out the combos of the gods. I reckon it could be a spicy corn chips with spices. Really intensify the heat there. Maybe that's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm sure if someone was a hothead, if you will, they might like that one. Definitely not for everybody.
Not every spice has to be spicy, I guess, though. You could have some interesting combinations there. But yeah, I like how Starz was just like spicy corn chips. Sorry, hello, I'm here. A really good redirect angle goal. Yep. Hopefully they still have to keep it up. There's still ways to go. The score is still tied as the defense gets a little messy, but are eventually able to get that clearance out.
Yeah, looked a little bit dangerous for a second there. I thought maybe there could be another goal in the works. Looks like it isn't meant to be quite yet. Doritos definitely doing a good job at keeping up the aggression towards the blue side of the field there. Looks like it is going to be sent back at long last though. An Eagles looking for something there. A save, it would seem, by the Mantic Volcano. Still not able to clear it out of that corner. It's like the ball is just repelling everyone.
I like the fact that X2 Legend was basically in a 1v3 there and still almost came out on top. That's fantastic stuff. Those really tight mechanics. Something which is underrated, I think, in Rocket League. Sometimes at the higher level you see those quick rotation plays, but it's something which doesn't get talked about as much as the big aerials and things. Darkling with a great setup. Starz just doesn't find the angle for this one, and now they're all forward. They're gonna have to be a little bit careful about this one if it gets cleared out, but it's fine. It's fine for now. It looks like the Doritos are able to rotate back with 1 minute 30 seconds left to go. The scores are tied.
Yeah, it looks like the Doritos are bringing out the Cool Ranch there, remaining calm and collected. We'll see if they can manage to really spice things up towards the last minute here. Minute 18 to go. They're trying to free flow their way through, pass it on towards one another. Towards the corner for now, however. Starz gets the tap in. Unfortunately, it's going to no man's land.
Yeah, and it's sort of been a bit of a back and forth realistically. Oh no! It has to happen once per stream, huh? There's a big own goal. To be fair, credit to the Starz for taking this shot. Oh no, it wasn't even going to go in. That was just a blatant own goal. Oh no.
That is huge. I can't believe that's just happened.
Yeah.
Wow. Props to like QASMT there, honestly. They've got the lead. A minute to go. All they have to do here is just keep it away from their side of the court.
Yeah, and like I say, it doesn't matter what level of Rocket League. it happens once per stream. It happens in pro play. It's ridiculous. But anyway, there's the own goal for this stream. Hopefully from here on in, it's all perfect, high mechanical, incredibly executed offensive plays, such as this one as X2 Legend beats out 3 defenders, but has to put the ball somewhere where the team's able to reach it. A great waterfall down, but just wasn't quite connected on, as 30 seconds, it would tick to 30 seconds, and the Doritos are still in the lead.
See if they can maintain that lead now. 21 seconds to go. X2 Legend pushing downfield. Actually gets the ball pushed past them. Lil Vladdy ready to send it as well. Will be fended off, however. The Doritos are doing a great job here at just playing the turtle strategy. Everybody in the back line defend as you might. X2 Legend, though, have a thing or two to say about it. Oh, the pass is there, but the ball hits the floor, and the mighty Doritos take their first game.
And that is going to be our game 4 coming up. And it's kind of exciting. I mean, the mighty Doritos, that was such an unfortunate play. If this is the start of the comeback from QASMT, oh, it's going to feel so bad thinking back to that own goal. But at least it means we get to get a few more games, at least one more game. Hopefully a couple. I'd be all right with that because this series, again, it's not like we aren't watching professional Rocket League. This isn't the absolute top level of play, but these teams are genuinely very, very well matched against each other. And I think that for every strength one team has, the other team has an equal strength in another area. And that's what I absolutely love about Rocket League, how many skills you can bring to the table. And it does feel like there are specific strengths and weaknesses between these two teams, which they're going to have to exploit if they want to get a strong, decisive win on this series.
Absolutely. See if they can manage to pull something together here. Early on, X2 Legend is thinking about trying for something. Fax, unfortunately not picking it up. Down to X2 Legend now. Passes one, almost the second, and it will be sent straight to the other corner for Darkling. Ready to pick up the package there. Maybe even send it through for a goal, but no. It is cleared out.
Yeah, the spike was grabbed, but they didn't get it to the plant, unfortunately, in this game. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the thing. I feel like a lot of the time it has been the Doritos being caught out on their rotations, not quite pulling back fast enough, and X2 Legend has done such a fantastic job of just pulling it past so many defenders, but they just need someone to back them up. This sort of play, like we just see on the screen right now, has happened time and time again, but there's just never anyone to capitalize on it. Right now, possibly they have a couple of teammates in their back pockets. This could be the big play here. Doesn't quite work out for them.
Ball will still be in play here. Already a minute's elapsed and no one scored a goal, so things are looking pretty tight so far. We'll see if it continues in that direction. Mantic Volcano gets a good tap through, trying to center it now. Unfortunately not getting the hits that they need there, but at least they have cleared it to the enemy side of the field for the moment. It's going to be sent straight back. Nice diversion there by Mantic Volcano. Keep it towards the center on the side of their goals, not directly on a straight path forward. Stars, though, has a straight path forward themselves, hitting it through towards the goals now, preparing themselves, just can't get the hit.
Ooh, that was a very nice save by X2 Legend. Darkling put themselves in the exact right position. Sometimes the deflections off the corner of the goal have been quite a strong play, and it's definitely won us a first. We've seen it win a few goals in a row in this series already, and I think that the players are starting to pick up on that and really establish their presence near the goal for the redirection plays. But Darkling just got kind of beaten out on the read by X2 Legend, who's really stepped up in this game, and I've been really impressed with him.
Definitely been a lot of impressive moments there, just like the defense coming through right then and there, keeping the ball straight away from their goals, doing everything they can to try and score one of their own. It will be a zone straight downfield now, though. Stars pushing up the wall again, does actually get caught off by X2 Legend there. Luckily, Mantic Volcano is ready to pick it up. Unfortunately not able to back it up, though, and the ball will stay present in the center.
Whiffs are contagious. We say it every time. As one player misses the ball, another and another and another. Finally, it has been pushed out. And it's actually on the back. The Doritos are the ones on the back foot right at the moment. Fax doesn't quite find a connection, so it's a bit of a free dribble. But realistically, I think that we need to see a bigger, longer established attack and a little bit less of this defensive play coming in from the Doritos. And right as I say that, Fax is able to score. And this is the problem with if you play this far back in defense like that. You have this static defender who's right in front of goal playing goalkeeper, and both teams have done this. If you have that static player playing goalkeeper, you have less pressure on the middle of the field. You're essentially playing a 3v2 in the mid part of the pitch. But not only that, you don't have the ability to rotate in and carry your speed across to make some of these harder saves. You just have to rely on your pure reactions, and Stars gets another great one to answer it.
I love the response time there. You know, it was just so slow and steady all throughout the beginning stages of the game, and just as quickly, QASMT is able to respond with a goal of their own, evening things up. A minute 52 to go here, and we're straight into the kickoff.
Yeah, running it straight away, and I mean, it's been, you know, QASMT have managed to threaten a couple of his kickoff goals. Fantastic defensive touch by Vlatty as they're able to clear this out. But yeah, it's good to see that. It's good to see the Doritos finally getting the kickoff goal they've worked so hard for this entire series.
See if they can work harder for a few more things as well. Minute and a half still left on the board here. Stars is trying to push it up. It's it past a couple, straight to their teammate, it would seem. Trying to get it straight back up. Getting some little taps here and there. It will finally be caught though by X2 Legend. They're still keeping it there, not for long. Stars ready to pick it up. Trying to bounce it off the wall here. Little Vlatty still in the goals though, ready to defend. Stars, oh, so close. It's away from the corner, however.
Yeah, they've got a couple of different defenders. They've got the static defender. They've got a couple of players rotating in and around. And that was a little gentle fist bump, let's call it, as the players bump into each other. Good setup possibly on this attack, but yeah, it's not going to come to too much more unless we see a slightly better connection from either team there.
Let's see if those connections are going to be established now. Stars clears it out. All players ready to commit to that one on the blue side. This could be an opportunity if they push it up here. So the ball is going to be still just towards the center and push towards the corner now. Fax is ready. This is an opportunity. X2 Legend capitalizes, but no, it's hit the corner of the crossbar.
Yeah, looks like right at the moment, Crossbar playing for the side of Glen Eagles just for that play, and we are ticking down 10 seconds left. This might be an O for Game 4. It depends. Right now it's Doritos' ball, but they're going to just have that dispossessed. Stars, what can you do? You have 1 second left. The ball's going to hit the ground, but you can get one more good touch. Not going to happen, and here is our overtime.
OT, baby. Here we go. Ball already going to be in the middle, straight towards the orange goal. Stars trying to defend. X2 Legend not able to pick it up there. Will be Fax now playing off the wall here, trying to storm past them, centered through by the orange side and cleared out just as quickly. Little Vlatty ready and waiting in the goals now here. Looks like they are going to be demoed out. Darkling trying to play off this. No one getting the opening yet. Almost there, but it is cleared out again.
This is exactly what we mean when we talk about scramble defense, but it does hold on for the side of Glen... pardon me as I lose my sound. For the side of Glen Eagles, but it's, you know, you can't rely on those sort of scramble moments. I really like the fact that the aggression and intensity is turned up so much more by the mighty Doritos, but they do have to find another setup like that, another cross, but this time where there are players able to capitalize.
Looks like that opportunity might not come quite as soon. The ball's still going to be in play now on the Doritos side of the field here. X2 Legend does actually get the hit through there. Oh my word, that was a dangerous one. Fax almost hit the own goal. Luckily it is cleared off to the side there. Vlatty trying to clear it out. Mantic now going for a shot. This game could be closer to being over than we may think.
Oh yeah, it's already 1 minute 20 past to the overtime. Remember, this is just for the chance. Oh no, okay, very good save by X2 Legend. This is a chance for the Doritos just to stay in the series, to take it to match point. Right now, if the Glen Eagles win this, they just win the series. Little Vlatty just staying in the defense, being that static defender we were kind of talking about. We don't want to see too much of that, but X2 Legend now has a bit of a contest. Managed to beat out two players. Once again, the ball's going to be in a really good position, but can it get pushed across the line? Not just yet, but that's a very awkward defensive touch. And but now it looks like both teams standing strong. It sort of feels to me a little bit like neither team wants to leave the defensive half. You know, they're only venture like one player through occasionally, and it's not going to be enough to end up with a goal and the lead of this game.
Unfortunately, not going to be the case here. We'll see if it will end up being that way, though. The ball is going to be static on the blue side of the field now. Darkling ready to try and play off it. Stars ready as well. Does get the tap forward again. Might be able to capitalize here. Darkling, unfortunately, not getting the better end of it. Stars has to clear it out here. Oh, X2 Legend almost had an opportunity. The ball will be grounded.
Yeah, this is a very, very, very long overtime. I don't know if we've been this long without a goal in any series, any game except for this one. But it's a bit of an awkward defensive touch. This might be the opportunity actually for Glen Eagles. X2 gets the touch and it is closed out. Huge congratulations to Glen Eagles for picking up their first win in the AEL High School Tournament, and they do it in such a fancy fashion. X2 Legend looks back and thinks about what Stars did to them in, I believe it was the first game, and says, I can do that too, and takes the win for Glen Eagles in a very long overtime.
Well done there to the side of Glen Eagles, taking away the series 3-1 there. Big props to QASMT as well. They did a magnificent job throughout that series to really hold things out. I thought we might have even gone to game number 5, but alas, it is not meant to be. And it will be series done and dusted.
And again, huge congratulations to both teams. That's one of the better series we've seen in a little while. Sometimes, you know, in these high school leagues, you have such a variety of skill levels that there are a few stomps. But the fact that this game, every one of those games was close, and the series overall ended up, you know, going to that 4th game. So it really did deliver. Really glad we got to stream that one.
Absolutely. But we've obviously got another one on our hands coming to you very shortly, which will be GPCC Brass 3 versus the LC Blasters. So, whilst we do make preparations for our next one, we are just going to head to a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a jiffy. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL High School League Week 4. My name is MattSe, coming to you with the one and only Fetch.
Hello! Yes! There is not many people named Fetch, so I think you're exactly right by the one and only.
We love the Fetch vibes, that's for sure. We love the far-fetched Pokemon. Definitely
that's true.
One of the favorites with the little leek in their hand, I believe it is.
Yeah, okay, is it...
else.
Do you like the what is it, Cantonian form or the Galarian form? That's the real question.
I think
Which
I've
one's
only
better?
seen the Kanto form.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
One. Yep. But no, I definitely appreciate the Pokemon. That's for sure. Kind of reminds me of like someone carrying like a little stick or a baseball bat or something. You know?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I think it's really sad though, because apparently it's like a Japanese saying, which refers to like this guy's a sucker, because it's like a duck carrying the ingredients for a soup. It's like this guy's ready to get have like, you know, I don't know how to, I'm trying to think of a way to say this without swearing. This guy's ready to get insulted a bit and is sort of making very easy to make fun of, I guess, is the right way to put it. I'm gonna get my camera back in line because wrong way.
It's going everywhere.
Yeah, it's going everywhere. We've given the ping for the players to start, so hopefully they'll be jumping in very soon.
You know, maybe they're just doing a pre warm up ritual. You know, maybe they just do like some hand stretches. You know, some stretches, get pumped up, get ready.
It's important
ready to party.
It's important for you to warm up, absolutely. But I think we're ready to go now. If you've got chat active, if you could give them a start in the game chat, that might be good because I pinged them on Discord, but
I don't have chat on. I only have quick chat on in game for good reason.
Yes, no, I totally agree with you on that. Let me see if I can enable voice chat. No, that's not right. Okay, let me do this.
I think players are joining. I see one team is
let's go.
Oh. Yep, they're joining. All right, let's do this. We're going in game, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. Here we go. Take it away, Fetch. We're into the kickoff.
Here we are. This is our second series of the day. It is going to be Launceston College up against GPCC. And quite a speedy little start here. Pardon me. Quite a speedy little start here from both of these two teams.
And it's only going to get faster. Great epic save for Mr. Tazzy there. BCG doing a bit of the same, clearing it straight out. The demo comes through. You can see this game already bringing out a lot of physicality. And it's going at supersonic speeds.
Oh yeah, and I love the fact that we have a Launceston player from called Mr. Tazzy. Pardon me, I'm sorry, I apologized.
Oh my word. And look at that. It is going to be a goal coming through already for the GPCC Brass 3 side there. They are going to be up with the 1-0 start, splashing their way through to greatness. And we'll see if they are going to be pushing their way into another goal into the kickoff here. As it looks like Mr. Tazzy takes point there. It's already looking wonderful.
It's certainly not looking bad at all. For a bit of an update on where these teams stand, I always like to give a bit of context for our matches. This is a Group C match. GPCC yet to drop a game, whereas their opponents from Launceston, the Blasters, have only dropped one, and GPCC, we're seeing why they are an undefeated team as they just power another one straight into the goal.
I just love the aerial connections there. They're able to just push it through for the pass, take it straight away from there, and really just kick off with a bang. Speaking of, we are into the kickoff again here. Speedy going to be sent to their side of the court, it would seem. BCG trying to take advantage of it. Not going to be able to do much with it. Seems the ball going to be still just chilling out. That Red Panda will be playing with their teammate, however, but the ball does get absolutely pipped towards the blue goals.
Ooh, and I really, really like that aggressive attempt coming out from Launceston. See a flip just immediately coming through. Speedy feeling themselves in this series so far. I do want to say something which we said last series as well. Launceston, you got to get a bit more active in your defense. If you have that one player playing dedicated goalie position, they aren't putting enough pressure across the field, and it's making it harder to save. But they just straight up missed that one as Chris Bacon finds one from the midfield.
Yeah, Crispy Bacon there will be taken away. A goal for their team. Definitely happy with how that one played out. And we'll see if they are able to catch a few more heading into the rest of this game. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Let's see if the LC Blasters will be able to catch another goal out of this one of their own. Whether it could be GPCC Brass 3 continuing their reign of tyranny.
Yeah, and it's looking like it so far. They look like they're able to get goals out of just whatever angle, whatever setup they want. And they're even having a bit of fun with it, with the flips, with the musties, with the, I don't know, any other freestyle moves. That's the rule. You just call everything a musty and you sound like a genius. But it has really been a show of dominance so far in this first game. We not able to take that one. A big clear coming out potentially from Beast GG, but it's not going to be enough just yet.
Could be enough pretty soon, though. They're going for the shots. Fortunately, getting diverted towards the corner of the goals, however. Ooh, that one was tight. Will still be alive. Crossing goals. You talked about this before, Fetch. They've made the mistake, and they suffer the consequences.
Yeah, absolutely. Such an important thing to try and learn. You can make that clear. Like, you can come at a clear from that angle and pass it in the direction of the goals, but you have to make sure it's high, it's well away from the attacking team, and usually you want it to be a much faster play than that, but if it drops too low, it's just dangerous territory.
Danger, danger, and there's more of it to come there. PCG luckily clears it out to the corner. Looks like they're going to go for the ball here, pick up the big boost. Unfortunately, not picking up the ball with it, but at least they've got a lot of fuel in the tank. Nice clearance up to the top of their roof there. Almost getting a goal off it. Will bounce off the crossbar, though, straight back to center field.
Yeah, and it keeps the ball alive for a little bit longer, but eventually it is just going to be Chris Bacon. Just putting it back in. This team, 5-0 with 2 minutes left on the clock. This is a very, very dominant performance. I don't really know what else to say about it, honestly.
Yeah, well done there for Crispy Bacon. They will be able to take away another goal for their team. 5-0 with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if they can manage another here. Tazzy, nice on the clearance. Does get exploded out of the game, though. Speedy ready to try and make something of it. Tapping their way through, preparing themselves for battle. They will be cleared. No one getting a clear gauge on it yet, although there it is. Crispy Bacon once again ascending it through for a 6th.
And that was such a tight rotation. It's such an awkward spot to try and pick up that ball, but they're able to juke it past one and then clean it up past the second player as well with, okay, maybe that was just a bit of a whiff, but at the same time, being able to beat that many defenders by yourself solo takes so much pressure off your team and really makes opens up a lot of other opportunities, and a kickoff goal almost comes through for the side of the side of GPCC.
See if GPCC can break free here. Take another goal for themselves, or whether we do see the return of the LC Blasters. They are holding strong towards their goals at the moment, but not strong enough for Speedy will be able to hastily take away goal number 7.
Yeah, and this is looking very one-sided at the moment. I mean, when you've got a team as dominant as Greenpoint are, sometimes this is just what happens in the group stage. You know, it is still, to be fair, actually, to sort of amend my point there, this is a very, very top-heavy group, I would argue, from the perspective of, Group B, sorry, from the perspective of just the win-loss ratios. There's a lot of teams sitting on only 1 loss so far, and the fact that Greenpoint are able to hold themselves at a lossless record altogether, I think is just a testament to just how good this team is.
Absolutely, they have so much skill and potential behind them. And this is only the beginning of their journey. I feel like there's so much more that they're going to be able to achieve as well heading into the future. I'm eager to see it. Speaking of, it will be the kickoff goal to come through there, my word. Fat Red Panda getting the demo, I believe, and then getting the ball with it. Yep, fantastic way to just divert their car on that direct on hit. And do take away number 9 off it.
And yeah, I mean, they could be able to hit the double digits, of course. Still 1 minute left to go. A lot of the times the teams will just like to secure this lead, just be like, hey, it's all right, we've got the advantage. We just need to like keep the game in our favor. Just keep possession of the ball and things like that to make sure that they don't run up any more time than they need to. And that, it's kind of what I expect to see from them. We might see one or two more attempts, but with 30 seconds left on the clock, I think it's just going to be, all right, let's formulate game 2. Although I really don't know what Launceston can do to come back in this series.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult at the moment, but you know, it's only game one. It's only game one, so there might be potential in game 2 and beyond. With game 1, double digits now secured by the side of a GBCC Brass 3. So there's certainly going to be a stat padding here towards the last seconds of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's, you know, it is very much the last seconds of the game. I think right now, if you're Launceston, you don't literally put down the controller, but you sort of just take it a bit easy. You kind of just relax and think like, okay, guys, what do we? One thing to improve in the next game. All right, what is it? Is it defense? Is it rotations? Is it attack? Is it passing play? Is it, you know, find something in all of that which you can work on and you can practice, and just be like, all right, that's what we got to work on. And I think that's what you do if you're a Launceston team, especially even if you feel like you have no chance of beating this Greenpoint team. Of beating this Greenpoint team. You just look at it and be like, all right, well, if we get our passes a bit better against a team who's this good, we can learn something from that. We can take it away, and we can actually start make a big run in the second half of the season, and possibly look to be contesting one of those top 2 spots, even if they can't get the top 1 spot, thanks to just how dominant Greenpoint have looked. That's going to be the game 1 for them, and it looks like Greenpoint making a pretty good case to get a clean sweep already.
Definitely a commanding start coming through there for GPCC. And we'll see just how it will play out heading towards game number 2 now. So we just get everybody ready up here. Looks like we are just waiting on one player to ready up before we do head into game 2. So just taking a little bit of a breather there just to really soak in exactly what just occurred before us.
I gotta say, if this is a Launceston team. I'm impressed with how good the connection is. Like, we saw a little spike up to about 100 ping for a second there, but most of the players sitting on like 20 ping. That's pretty good. Like, I've played games from Tasmania when I used to live there, and the ping was a struggle sometimes, especially because Australian internet in general was a bit of a questionable one. And the internet was definitely not this stable when I was living there. So yeah, I'm impressed with how well it's holding up.
Seems maybe things have improved since then. Hopefully
since
for the
I was
better.
a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Starting things off though, it's going to be Crispy Bacon. Nice tap in the sky there, sets it up for Speedy to now advance their way forward towards the orange goals. Luckily it is cleared out towards the side though. Crispy Bacon ready and waiting, so close, and they lock it in. And GPCC Brass 3 take it away with a banging start.
And that's, 22-second goal, just casually, just easy as you like. And I'm sure they'll try and keep up this tempo and this momentum throughout the course of the game. And realistically, I'm not sure what else we can say. Again, I kind of wanted to highlight and want to see what Launceston really is knuckling down on in terms of their thing to work on this game, as we were talking before. Maybe they haven't had that sort of team chat. But if there is one, I would like to see them focus on that one thing, that one identifiable topic. And, personally, I think rotations would be a really good thing to work on at this point. They are going to get scored against here. Actually, it's just the crutch is the crossbar. So let's keep an eye on those sort of, on those skills and see if we see a bit of an improvement from the Launceston team.
He's hoping for their sake that they are going to be able to find something like that, as it has been quite a perilous endeavour thus far. Looks like it is slowing down a little bit now, though. They're managing to work on the defense, managing to fend them off, maybe even push forward. Fat Red Panda, good clearance in the sky there, though. Speedy plays off it right with Crispy Bacon. They're just so well synchronized here. They might even get another one out of it, but no, it is going to be cleared. Speedy and co ready to always prepare a second onslaught, though.
Yeah, absolutely. They're able to get the ball back so consistently. This one goes high. A secondary touch might be enough. It is. Crispy Bacon just bounces it back into the goal. And when you have a situation like this, it's so hard for these players to try and deal with it. I like the fact that the Launceston defender, I didn't quite catch who it was, went up high and tried to make that challenge, because if you aren't making those challenges, you aren't winning them. And yes, you may be feel like you're getting massively outskilled, but you've got to at least try. You've got to at least try and match these guys in terms of the mechanics, try and get awkward, try and get in their face. And that can sometimes just straight up get you a win. So I like that it's not like the Launceston team have just given up and, are checking Facebook in the meantime.
Absolutely, they're still trying their very hardest all the way through. We'll see if they are going to be able to continue that. heading towards the rest of this series. 3 minutes to go at the moment. Beast CG, great tap there. Unfortunately, hits the corner. That could have been great for the LC Blasters. Oh, good tap coming through to their goals as well. But Beast is there to clear it.
Okay, I just realized that the good old, like, checking Facebook meme, which I'm sure a lot of people probably don't know because it was a bit of a niche meme, that wouldn't hold up today. It'd have to be, like, checking TikTok or something. I don't know. I'm not in touch with the kids. Checking Twitter. Yeah, but... Yeah, I feel like even Twitter's kind of taking a bit of a downswing in terms of its popularity.
I don't know. It depends on who you ask, I guess.
That's fair, that's fair. Yeah. But definitely it's like one of those old classic memes, which definitely stands up, is BD manages to find a goal. For those of you who aren't familiar, it comes from... Is it... You know a fair bit about esports. You're a pretty well-traveled caster. Is this a thing... from other esports, or was it just a MOBA thing where, like, if you weren't, like, if you were just kind of playing defense passively, people said stop, get off Facebook? Was that like just a MOBA thing, or was that in other esports as well?
I think it's a bit more of a MOBA thing. I don't know about the FPS side of the field, like me.
Oh, that's fair enough. This was often stuff where you'd just, like, you know, you'd stroll into the mid lane and you just sit there and wait for the game to start instead of being, like, trying to catch people out of position and stuff like that. So, fair enough. It's just MOBA nerds being weird. But this game is 2 minutes left, 4 goals to zip for GPCC. As we kind of expected, they are a very, very good team. They are looking a lot stronger than their opponents here. And, you know, there's been some good things coming from Launceston. There's been a few mistakes from their opponents, but at the end of the day, it is just a matter of Greenpoint just kind of feeling very comfortable in this series.
Absolutely, and their comfort is only going to grow from here. See just how much it will be growing as the series progresses even more. 5-0 at this point in time, but it could be changing ever soon. 1:52 at the moment. BCG ready to defend, does clear the ball out there. Looking to do a bit more with it as well. Speedy, however, playing aerial games again. Fat Red Panda, good shot, will be cleared by Mr. Tazzy. Lucky on the epic save there. There's still more to come, though.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I feel like the Launceston's playing a little bit more, again, back to that sort of static defensive style. It's very hard to feel like you can move too far out of the goal when you are getting sort of hounded by the attack of a team like this so consistently. Lovely little wall pinch there. Switch Mr. Tazzy, kind of hang around in no man's land a little bit. To give everyone at home a small lesson in, like, Rocket League field positioning, you generally want your player to be at the back, kind of in front of the goal, off to the side to get a rotational save, or closer to the midfield. So, you know, like in tennis, you have your players in the baseline, you have your players in the net. Generally speaking, those are the two positions you want to get if you're not contesting a ball individually, and I feel like Mr. Tazzy kind of got caught between those areas in that no man's land, and it makes it very awkward to try and play the ball, and granted GPCC another goal.
Let's see if they can be granted another opportunity now, though, and yes, they will. Taking away goal and number 7 now. Looking to just absolutely pelt their way through again, it would seem. LC Blasters need to find this opportunity, though. They need to get at least 1 goal for themselves to at least restore some confidence here.
Yeah, that would feel pretty good, I'm sure. But they do still have a heck of a lot of work still to do. Speedy gets a demo, and it does seem like we've got that, you know, this game at least sort of sealed off. It is, you know, playing for pride for Launceston, praying for improvement, things like that. But also just, you know, making sure, I think, that you don't mess up too much if you are the side of GPCC, because you can still throw a lead like this. I don't think it's very likely, but if they were to put their controllers down, this game would not be 100% theirs. So they just want to hold possession, at least for now, and Speedy's going to do a decent job of actually trying to put that off the crossbar. Decent pass, but it's not quite going to connect with goal.
Not quite connecting as yet, but it may be connecting quite soon. Speedy, unfortunately, going to be tapping off the crossbar there. 18 seconds to go here. Fat Red Panda ready for another one, but no, it goes offside. 12 seconds to go. 10 now remaining. They're trying as hard as they can to clear out another goal for themselves. 5 to go, and there it is. Goal number 8 in favor of GPCC Brass 3.
All right, they're just looking to see if they can set up a kickoff goal. They're like, all right, guys, we've got to set up the most flashy kickoff goal. So to do that, we have to score. To make sure we keep ourselves to the rule, there has to be a kickoff goal. We've got to score 4 seconds before the timer goes. So let's see it. All right, let's see it, GPCC. Ball's off wide. That's a little bit awkward. The touch comes in. The redirection just hits the ground. All right. Decent attempt. Didn't connect. 6 out of 10, I reckon.
Not bad at all, and it will be a GPCC Brass 3 taking away game number 2 there. As we push our way to game 3 now. We are on series point in favor of GPCC here. We'll see if this could be the comeback game for the LC Blasters.
I could go to the Salty Shores as well. Lovely, lovely scenery. Can't help but think this one's probably inspired by Fortnite, but we won't hold that against it. I like this one. One of the more recent additions to the map pool, but it's just, it feels so relaxed. It just feels like you're having a good time.
I feel like everyone should be having a good time always there, Vetch. And let's hope that the good vibes are going to come through here into game 3 as well. Kickoff goes towards the blue side now. Fat Red Panda ready to try and pick it up. Will get the miss there. Crispy Bacon luckily able to go for a second line of attack. Speaking of, Fat Red Panda ready to clear it for their teammates, trying to prepare something. Unfortunately, the recipe is a recipe for disaster, and it will unfold before them. Now ball in possession of the LC Blasters. Ready to try and attempt something here. Oh my word, that looked a little bit dangerous. But alas, the ball's still in play.
Yeah, and a great shot off the top crossbar, but a decent save attempt. Launceston really holding on with their absolute fingernails in this defensive struggle, but they've managed to get themselves a clear. Beat out 1 player, or beat out 2 as well, even though there was a double demo for their troubles. If they can reclaim the ball here, it's a pretty good field positioning, but doesn't quite happen as Beast GG just puts this one back over the halfway mark and sets up another attack from Launceston.
Well played to them there, and we'll see if they can find something out of it, but it is going to be the attack successful for the side of GPCC Brass 3 as they take away the first one in game 3.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rough goal as well. I mean, we did see so many breakaway goals already today that, you know, we're getting a bit... Still, when those rotations just aren't quite there, it feels so bad to see the ball go over at that sort of a speed. And a good attempt coming through. I like the fact that Beast GG still hungry, still trying to make these plays happen. We'll have to lose the ball on this shot, and another really good defensive save, actually. The little... What's it called? Dinosaur? I guess it's like a dino car. Put in a lot of work this game so far.
Definitely love the Dino car, especially with the recent release of the new Jurassic Park movie, I believe. You know, it's only appropriate.
Yeah, that's actually it is.
Dino fashion.
Okay, then surely they've done Jurassic Park's death by this point, right? Like, surely they've re-extincted, caused dinosaurs to go re-extinct just because of how many movies they released. Like, surely, like, come on, guys. This might be a bit much at this point. It's good, cheesy fun, but like, I don't know.
See what comes of it. Heading into the rest of this game, though. Speedy, a nice demo through there. Only 2 defenders remain for now. Fat Red Panda, ready and waiting. Does get the tap there. Speedy's playing off it, trying to get that center. Ball not dropping close enough. Oh, it almost does, though. Crispy Bacon, close to it. Unfortunately, they're going to be barred.
Yeah, and I mean, they're still, you know, they're going to keep going for it again. We're halfway through this match point series. Every attacking opportunity which can be summoned for green points is going to be gone for, and Speedy takes that waterfall drop down perfectly and just spears it straight into the goal. And it's got a classic Rocket League stuff. Actually, the angle was a little bit more awkward than I thought there, a little bit off the axis of the goal, I guess you'd call it, and they find something of it nonetheless. 2-0 right now in this match point, and it looks like, so far, Greenpoint Christian College might go undefeated.
Let's see if that is going to be the case here. Speedy sends it in. Fat Red Panda on the assist there, and they take away their 3rd goal of game 3. And are looking to try and take some more as well. It will be 2 minutes 23 left on the clock here. The side of LC Blasters ready to try and advance their way forward for the counter-attack.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it does seem like they're kind of struggling with that a little bit, you know. it's so hard to be on the receiving end of a defeat which is quite this resounding. Like it absolutely tanks your mental so hard. You just see these players and you're like, oh my god, what do I do against this? They're coming at me from every angle. They just have responses, rotations, rebounds, everything which you need to be a decent Rocket League team, or dare I say a very good Rocket League team. And we don't have an answer for it. And the strategy is just to sort of take a few days away from the game. And reestablish what you enjoy about it after that time, but like god, it doesn't feel good.
Absolutely not. Hopefully they are able to revitalize themselves heading towards the closing stages of this game here. 1 minute 43 to go. I see Blasters trying their best to push the ball towards the enemy goals there. Is being carried straight back by Speedy though. Loving the airborne action coming through from them here. But it is still going to be on their side of the field. Crispy Bacon ready to push it forward. It now enters orange waters. Let's see if they can find another goal here. It's sent it in. There it is. Fat Red Panda take it away for number 5.
We've seen some pretty goals in this game, this series so far, I should say, but that was up there. Definitely really lovely stuff. I even think that Twitch Mr. Tazzy, which we should differentiate between the two of them, did have a really good attempt on the defensive play, but the redirect, the multiple attackers coming in, it was just too clean right there from GPCC.
Absolutely. Just seems like they're bringing a lot of clean plays pretty much all throughout the series. There's another one for Crispy Bacon there, as they will be able to take away goal number 6 now. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go on the clock here. Doing everything they can.
Yeah. And there's not a lot you can necessarily do against a team like this, but at least, credit with them for sticking with it. Credit to them for continuing to try these plays, because that is fundamentally what it's about, right? It's not about necessarily winning every game, being super clean. Oh, it is about being super clean, but it's not necessarily about, like, facing easy opponents constantly and just being able to roll over them. It is about constantly trying and improving. That is what things like the high school league and even the university league are about. It's about kind of getting some practice, getting a chance to play against players of different skill levels, and I think that's something which our Launceston side has been doing quite an admirable job of.
Absolutely. We'll see if it is going to remain as so. Heading into the last 25 seconds now. Blue team trying as they might. Oh my gosh! Fetch, it's happened!
Let's go!
Blasters have got a goal! This is the
Can we
moment
get some
we were waiting for.
Can we get some go Lonnies in the chat? Let's go. Let's go. And it's Beast GG, who's been doing so well in this game, been playing through the defense, been playing up in the attack, has been doing a really good job of a really good job of sort of putting the pressure on, and they finally get rewarded for a goal. Of course, answered very, very quickly. Last 15 seconds, but
Oh no, we've reached the funny score.
Oh, we have. We went to Mexico last game with the Doritos. We're going to Brazil this game. I don't know if I can deal with this. This is too much traveling for me.
Holy. Might have to call Pitbull in a moment. We're going to see Mr. Worldwide.
That's alright. They break it. It's 8-1 now. They're like, nah, we don't want to be cliche.
Yes, good stuff for them. Taking away 8-1 now. 8 seconds to go. Will there be another goal, or will it be set in stone right here, right now? Game 3 going the way of GPCC. Good tap on through there. Mr. Tazzy getting close to it. Gets absolutely sent away. And it seems the ball will remain airborne, but not for long. Game, set, and match in favor of GPCC Brass 3.
Yeah, and there it is. They keep that winning streak alive. And it looks like they are pretty unlikely that we're going to see too many people, I think, be able to pick up games over them. Probably seeing them in the final series. And, we do still have one more best of 5 series to go. So please stick around for that one. I believe it's going to be Launceston once again, but I'll have to check that one. Whilst we do check that, as I float back onto camera, I believe we'll pass it to a break, maybe.
It is. It is Launceston again. It is the LC Blasters versus the CCC Nerf Miners. So,
ooh,
get game for that one. But as you said, we are going to go to a short break. We will be back in just a moment. Bear with us whilst we get that one set up. See you in a sec. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL High School League. It's MattSe and Fetch coming to you again here for Match 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be...
Oop, I can't hear you, Fetch. think there might be some technical difficulties. Hold on.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I can hear you again.
I love technical
Let there be
difficulties.
light.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna pretend I know what happened there and not just, no clue. But yeah, those two teams should be a fun little match. How close are we to getting our players in?
Let me suss it out for you. Let me get my
quick little look.
We do have one team in. We
Hey,
do
we have
not
one
have
team in.
another team in, but we do have one team in.
Is
the
it?
team
Is
that
it?
we saw before?
Okay, it's
We
the
do have
Launceston
team in.
Lonnie College.
We are waiting on
good.
the Nerf miners at current, however.
Okay, waiting for the Nerf miners. They didn't play the last games. They're sitting together. They're all having a chat, I assume. Nerf miners have picked up 2 losses so far in the series. Of course, we are staying with Group B for these games, and yeah, these two teams should be interesting. So that's 2 losses. Both teams have faced 2 losses. I feel like if you get 3, you're probably not making it to finals. That's sort of my, I haven't done the maths, but just in my head, that's what, intuitively makes sense. I think your chances of making to finals with 3 losses is pretty much negligible. So this is an important one, I think, for both of these teams. They really want to make sure they keep this possibility of making it to the next phase alive, even if it's looking a little tricky for them. So it's a very important game. May have finals implications, may not, depending on how the rest of the bracket shapes out. So yeah, hopefully it's a good game. We have saved, usually we've saved the best for last, but yeah, looks like we're having some problem connecting to the lobby.
Yes, I have seen some prompts from some of our students there, saying that they are having some issues getting in. So let's see if they do manage to get some assistance there from our lovely admin Fetch.
Okay, I'll be honest. Scott's the one doing most of the work, being like, "Hey, get in."
Hey, wake up.
We do love our full squad. We all of our admins and stuff like that do an absolute fantastic job of keeping all the players in line and things like that. So
absolutely,
it's good to have a full team. It's not just us. It's great being in front of the camera because everyone's just like, "You guys do all of the stuff," and it's like, yes, we do. Thank you very much. And it's not like a whole team of other people around us. So
there's a team? What?
Hopefully there's 2 teams soon. That'd be great to get to start the game. So yeah, there's some technical issues. I don't really know. I'm not an expert at troubleshooting Rocket League. I just kind of yell about it, so I'm not sure. We might have to restart this one. Let's have a quick little restart.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay. Well, let's have a little restart. We'll change the details of the lobby, and it shouldn't take us too long.
We'll send it back to Pallet Town for a second.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I'll start it up again in just a moment. We do appreciate everyone for bearing with us just while we do sort through these technical difficulties. Obviously, we are trying to get the game started for you as soon as we can, and hopefully we should be able to get all of the students into this server in a timely manner there. So yeah, definitely appreciate each and every one of you for bearing with us. Obviously, just grab some water for a second, if you got a spare moment, definitely grab a glass of water or something quick. The game should be underway within the next couple of minutes, I'd say, as we are just prompting the players to join in to the newly established lobby at the moment. So hopefully they will be able to get in as soon as possible.
Yeah, I've given them the new details, got a new lobby. It's Champions Field, which was not intentional. So apologies to the purists who like Champion Field being the Game 5 map. Which is kind of cool. It is kind of a nice atmosphere. I do like it, but it's what the game has decided we're playing Champions Field for this one. So I guess that's where we are.
Start off with a bang. I love
start off with a bang. Indeed. Okay, seems like things are going a bit better this time. At least one of the players is in, so we're good. One of the players from that team is in.
Good.
I see at the top left. I see that there are 3 players who've joined. So we're gonna say good stuff there. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna do something kind of risky. I'm gonna let them start the game in their own time because I think we're pretty much ready. I think we can throw to the field whenever.
Oh no, one of them's joined already.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Rocket League doesn't work the way it used to. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, we're good. Maybe.
Oh no. Oh no. It's a disaster. Okay. Maybe do we want to cut quickly back to a break to make sure we got everything sorted, and we'll jump straight back into the game once it starts. How's that? I know it cuts maybe a second off the start, but I think it might be better to make sure that we're not messing people around and we get to focus on getting all the players in.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We are straight into the game here. LC Blasters versus CCC Nerf Miners. Kickoff is underway. Here we go. It's almost a goal to kick things off, but luckily it's fended off. Maybe not for long, though. There we go. LC Blasters take away the first.
And this is a lot of pent-up fury from the Launceston College side. They spent all of last game being thrown around the pitch by their opponents, and they have said no more. This is time for our redemption. It's very unfortunate. I think CCC are going to be the ones who are facing that wrath, but I believe that they have a chance to weather it and maybe even come out on top. Welcome to our third series of the day, and one which could have some very interesting implications for the standings indeed.
See exactly how they shape up. BCG, great play off the roof there. Will be defended by Evade, though. Evade straight in the corner, and it's a goal. Bang on shot there for the Nerf Miners.
Yeah, indeed. They managed to put a shot on. I can see in chat as I've re-enabled that they're having a bit of fun with each other. They're all pinging support for each goal. And I mean, after you do even it up to one apiece, it does feel pretty good. Putting a name on the board, that one's just going to be a little bit wide, but I like the fact that we are seeing a lot of aggression out of the Nerf Miners.
Absolutely, it is necessary. They need to be able to take point on things. Oh, Beast almost took point on something there. The ball getting ever so close to the net, but it will be locked out.
And we saw how well Beast stepped up in that last series. Really was like the stalwart player in this side. Was really getting contests. Even managed to get a goal up against their opponents. So I think that seeing them taking the lead and really being the one to sort of try and build some sort of advantage for this team is going to be very, very important. As MattSe just flicks over the top of two. Bit of a lifeless defense maybe from the side of Launceston, but at the end of the day, still a fantastic effort from the side of CCC Nerf Miners.
Absolutely. And I'm sure there's plenty more fantastic plays waiting before us as well. As we do head on to another kickoff here. Let's see who can take it away. Evade does manage to push it to the corner of the field there. BCG and Mr. Tazzy ready to try and pick it up, it would seem. Ninja Ducks ready to do something as well. Gets it past one. Twitch TV, Mr. Tazzy gets the defense. It is open season, and it's a goal for Evade.
Yeah, they find that one pretty well as well. The setup, the coordination across this team is something I'm really, really liking. The fact that the second player who's going for the attack there kind of knew to pull off and allow their teammate to go for it, and then possibly, if worse came to worse, they could get a rebound or they could get a quick rotation back. So I'm really liking the Nerf Miners coordination at this point. They're getting their ball up, they're getting aggressive, and they're able to hold the attacks, but they're also doing a fantastic job of trying to establish these coordinated plays as well.
Absolutely. Love to see it already in this series. We'll see if there's more of it to come. I love the physicality that came out from MattSe there. They actually stopped what could have been a potential goal play coming out from the Blasters side. Speaking of, there's some more of it. Getting them blasting off again, just like Team Rocket. And now they're trying to play a passing play. There it goes. It's a goal.
And they come away with the Pikachu. I don't know how else I could have taken that one. I am very disappointed that I didn't realize it's the Nerf squad versus the Blaster squad. I feel like this is my childhood is just coming flooding back to me with these names. But it's, yeah, the Nerf Miners doing a fantastic job of sort of controlling this game, playing aggressively and punishing all of the sort of mistakes we noticed that Launceston were making in that last series.
And it seems more punishment could be overdue here in this next series as well. So it is Ninja Ducks now trying to push up. We'll be able to push it to the corner there. MattSe now taking point as well, trying to drop it on in for their teammate. They slide it in, just cutting it like a cake there. And take away goal number 5.
Yeah, and it is looking like they are just running away with the first game. I think that it's not quite like that last game where it was just, you know, they were sort of getting skill gapped. Launceston was sort of getting skill gapped all across the map. I feel like in a game like this, there are definitely decisions you can change, attitudes to the game, which you can just sort of, fix a little bit, and you can come away with a win in this situation if you're the Launceston side. I think that, again, get a bit more active in your play. Contest the ball a bit more. Stop being so static in defense, and I really do think that Launceston could put up a much better fight, if not take this entire series. But this game 1, with 2 minutes to go, I don't know if I see them taking 4 more goals with the way they're playing at the moment.
see if it is a possibility for them. Seems like maybe they're just a bit out of whack, but, you know, just with some clear communication, might be able to resynchronize and then go for gold here. Looks like the ball is going to be bouncing off the roof there. Mattinator ready to lock in, and they do so successfully. Mattinator taking away goal number 6.
Yeah, it's just a big mess from the defensive play. I want to see the defense from Launceston really going to step up, because again, they're indexing so hard on defense. They've got these static players. They have these quick rotations back the second they lose the ball, but they're still not making those defensive touches. I think try and play more through attack. Because, like, yes, admittedly, I understand the attitude of, well, if we're getting scored on, what's the point of scoring our own goals? You know, we need to focus on defense first. But oftentimes, if you're able to get up and aggressive and threaten your opponents with these sort of plays, which we're seeing now from Mr. Tazzy, you can, like, you actually are able to shore up your defense a little bit more because your opponents feel less comfortable committing 2 or 3 players on the attack.
We'll see if they are going to find a further comfort heading into the rest of this game, though. Beast CG does get a nice tap back towards the orange side of the field, trying to play off it. They're demoed out. Almost a good passing play, but it will be locked out by Ninja Ducks and Co there.
Yeah, but this is sort of aggression I want to see. You see, now that they've got the ability to rotate back, it really, really doesn't look like the Nerf miners do feel as comfortable in committing a lot of players to the attack. They're kind of hanging back. They want to make sure they control the mid-pitch. They want to make sure they control the rebounds, and that's a good thing for Launceston. It buys them some space to possibly set up more attacks for themselves.
Looks like they are going to be pushing the ball straight over the crossbar that time, getting the demo locked in as well. Will be responded to with another one by Ninja Ducks there. Love to see the explosions, and it seems that Evade has been sent out of orbit. Maybe they'll land soon. Much like the ball there. Ninja Ducks goes for the cut. Isn't able to cut through the goal there. Ball still going to be kept on the blue side of the field for the moment, but now it gets sent back. Return to sender.
That's it. And, you know, I've been focusing a little bit on the Launceston team this game. You always kind of, to me, it's always more interesting to look at how a team can come back rather than just what a team is doing well. But I do think that I appreciate the fact that right here, oh, that was almost the goal of the century from Beast GG, at least the goal of the season from Beast GG. So good effort there from the Launceston side. But yeah, to CCC's credit, they kind of knew exactly how much they had to do to win that game. Something you don't see a lot from these less experienced teams is knowing exactly how much aggression you can apply at any situation. The fact they knew how to get back, the fact they knew that, hey, look, we've kind of got this game locked down, let's not overexert ourselves, keep the attacking pressure on, but let's not throw this game just yet. And I think that's really good, and it's given them a commanding lead into this series so far, but they obviously have to win a couple more games to actually lock it down.
Absolutely, and we'll see if they are going to be able to pull away with another game as we head into the Champions Field. Let's see.
Again,
which of these teams will be able to reign supreme and say, we are the champions.
Yeah, and I don't normally like picking Champions Field for just regular random matches, but the game decides and we deal with it. So here we go. It's back-to-back games on Champion Field. The game just appreciates how important this series is going to be. And I think that's true. I think that whoever wins this, they have a slight chance of making it to finals, and that's better than a 0% chance of being pretty well eliminated. So, you know, want to see that comeback. Want to see at least 4 games in the series. That's it. 5 games would be a blessing, but, you know, at least give us 4.
Tight one there. Mattinator almost locking it in. BCG luckily pushes it straight out at the last possible moment. Mattinator and Co now trying to pass it away. We'll be able to find at least a bit of traction there. Good pass to Evade. They do fade away into the crossbar shot. Mattinator pushes it to the roof there. Fortunately, no other teammates are ready to pick that one up. We'll go back to their own goals. Different clearances. They get sent away from the corner.
When the automatic commentator gets to say things like, lovely header, why are we even needed? Honestly, I love the automatic commentator in this game, specifically this field. Again, I know it's the prestigious field. You got to save it for the right moment, but it does make me laugh a good amount of the time. Right at the moment, the game is still scoreless, but I have been really liking the pressure from the Nerf miners. They've been doing a really good job keeping the attacking play going, making sure the Launceston side is stuck back in their defensive half. Again, I'll say it every single time I see it, static defenders, these goalkeepers, they're just a waste of players. You essentially force your team to play a 3v2, but, you know, I've said that before. Get off my soapbox. CCC keep doing a great job of keeping these attacks going.
Ooh, another one could be right around the corner. MattSe unfortunately not able to lock in the shot there. Be forced away for their teammate. Evade getting close to it. Unfortunately, no cigar this time. Does get singled out in a center field. Ninja Ducks are ready to send it back, however. Goes for the boost there. Twitch Mr. Tazia will be able to take it, however. Pushing it closer to the Nerf Miners' goals. Speaking of goals, it's been said freely toward the LC Blasters goals, and MattSe takes the first of game 2.
Yeah, it was such an unfortunate whiff on that 50-50, and Launceston go too far the other way. They don't have that static defender back, sure, but they have 3 players committed up to the attack. You want to have at least one player hanging back on that halfway mark in case the ball does break past you. And that's a very unfortunate start to this game 2, but it's still only 1 goal, so we could see it go either way. Beast GG on a massive break, but just doesn't find the redirection of what was essentially an open goal there.
We'll see if there is going to be more chances for redirection heading into the rest of the series. Ninja Ducks, it's the tap off the wall there, passed out to Evade. They're trying to push it through. No one's able to pull through quite yet. Close and close it begins to become.
You could feel Beast's anxiety as they're like, I want to touch this ball, I want to hit it, it's moving so slowly, but the angle I'm on would just send it towards the goal, so they just left it and hoped, and it was the right call at the end of the day. Now it's Ninja Ducks and Ill Evade. Well, never mind, Ill Evade, sorry. Possibly looking for some sort of opening once again to establish another attack. Goes a bit high, doesn't quite work out there. But again, it's just the Nerf Miners on the attack. They just look so strong at setting up these repeat attacks and making those strong defensive plays when they have to.
Definitely shows that they're thinking deeply about how they want to play this series out. Speaking of deep thoughts, BCG going to be able to take out Ill Evade there. Let's see if they can take out someone else with it. Ninja Ducks will be able to press it forward though, and MattSe locks it in for a second in favor of the Nerf Miners.
Just in the corner, and again, you know, I talked about the fact the Nerf Miners have the coordination. That's just showing it. I love a good pass play. It may not be the most technical, but it does work out. Redirect the pace and the momentum of the ball, and you will always always confuse the defenders.
Definitely the mind games are playing a key factor in any series, and speaking of, they are going to be furthered by MattSe. Lovely shot coming through there, 109 kilometers per hour, and they are looking with no hesitation ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of, you know, we can't, maybe it's not fair to say the floodgates have opened just yet, but the fact they managed to pull so many goals immediately, that was a brutal demo. Not going to be a kickoff goal as Beast GG is able to come across and save that one. MattSe on a bit of a 1v1 for them. But yeah, it's really strong right now for CCC. I thought they would have gotten that kickoff goal, and I thought they would have just started putting the pressure on really, really hard. But it's just not looking great for the Launceston side as they have 1 minute to try and find 3 more goals just to avoid being taken to match point.
Let's see if they can manage to find those 3 goals. 20 seconds each for the goals. Surely they can catch one of them here, or maybe not. The Evade there will be able to push it straight forward. Looks like it is going to be furthered by MattSe now. Going to pick up a bit of boost on it. Almost locks in. But it is now BCG's turn.
Yeah, but they have to find some sort of big clearance. They put in a really risky spot, and admittedly it is going to be Twitch who pushes this one forward and actually gets a good shot off the backboard to bait out some of the defenders. A double commit, but BCG does get it, and here it is. That's the first goal of the 3 they need just to tie it up. 29 seconds left. This is a colossal ask, but it is totally doable.
Alright, so basically they've got 14.5 seconds each here for both of these goals. This is their time. Kickoff goal right now. It's going to happen. Here it is. Maybe not. But they've still got a chance for it here. And it looks like BCG's got a massive hit.
Oh! And that might be it. That's well within the time period you established. BCG does get it. I feel like maybe that was a situation of the Nerf Miners just being like, oh, okay, it's fine, we got this. And then sort of scrambling a little bit. Like we always say, whiffs are contagious. If one player falls a little bit off the game, so does the rest of the team. And here it is, 18 seconds, 1 goal just to tie it up.
If this is happening, this might actually become a reality. No! Oh, was so close for another goal for the Nerf Miners. That could have locked it in. There's only seconds remaining. They're trying to push it forward, but the Nerf Miners are too aggressive. They are trying to drop this as fast as possible. Somebody needs to get this ball. They're keeping it alive. It's still in play for now. Surely someone can ground it, and it will be. Nerf Miners take away game 2.
And the Nerf Miners were just as important as keeping that one alive. MattSe was just like, no, we have thrown down the gauntlet and we want to see them try and make that last, even beyond last second goal. And oh boy, do they keep it alive. And you've got to think as we go to the snowy map suitable for a chilly winter's afternoon, that there is going to be a lot of fight back and forth from these two teams. This could be it. This could be CCC taking the clean sweep. But there is a whole game at least left to play.
Absolutely, and we will dive straight into the kickoff here. It is going to be MattSe taking point there. Going to set something up. Ninja Ducks, unfortunately, bounces off the corner of the crossbar there. Evade, however, trying to play off it. Will be a set straight back. MattSe needs to get the tap. Oh, they've managed it last second, and they will keep the goal away from their team.
Yeah, just about gets it out of the corner. And it isn't MattSe playing very far up, cheating up in this position to try and get some sort of redirect. Evade does a great job of playing the aggression. But again, MattSe, this is what I was talking about with having that player back on that halfway mark to sort of just disrupt the attack a little bit. The attack, however, from Launceston is going strong, but he gets flipped immediately and won't quite come to anything.
Looks like
oh, what?
Will come through, however. They managed to get really physical with their enemies there, like Mr. Tazzy getting sent away. And they do get locked in for a goal of their own. So, great start for Nerf Miners.
That was the weirdest pinch I've ever seen. And maybe it wasn't a pinch. Maybe if I saw it from a better angle. One player just... I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to break down what happened there. But I'm going to call it a pinch. And I'm going to say we fantastic 80k an hour pinch in a high school league. This is why you should be watching it. Demo comes through, but the ball is still dangerous and just gets pushed forward by Evade.
Great push coming through in game number 3 here for the Nerf Miners, as they do manage to secure goal number 2 now, and are looking to see if they can secure many more ahead of them. The time has come for LC Blasters to try and take a goal of their own though. 4 minutes on the clock, there's potential. Let's see if they can tap into that right here. Oh, almost there for BCG.
Yeah, and they actually are able to kind of keep a little bit more pressure on after the play, but it just doesn't quite work out. It feels like right now, Launceston, they have to get these clears happening. They have to get the ball out of the attack, otherwise MattSe is just going to do stuff like this. You know what? I have a bit of a question for you here. Do you think MattSe is someone who is very into afternoon theater performances, or someone who enforces the rule of Matt? Because I've been trying to figure this out since we first started this series, and I don't know, I'm running in circles at the moment.
I think you could be onto something there, but honestly, I'm a bit biased. I think anyone with the name Matt's pretty awesome. I wonder why.
Yep, that makes sense. I was trying to be like, no, it's fine. I as a theater nerd, I reckon that's what the answer is. I reckon it's just someone who's a big fan of the afternoon theatrical performance. Doubt it, but you know what? I can keep the dream alive myself.
Absolutely. Let's see what will come of this one. Looks like Evade is going to be pushing up right now. Going to try and get something off the bounce of the wall there. Straight on the crossbar. There's a teammate, but they aren't able to lock it in. Good defense is being displayed here from the Blasters.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good defense for now, but you know, eventually we do have seen those cracks form, and that was a really awkward connection. BeastGG does put it into space, but it wasn't the most comfortable space ever. Remember that if you are passing back across the goal, you have to be very worried of any kind of interception or play like that. Bit of a potential breakaway, but it just depends on what BeastGG can actually get, what sort of a touch BeastGG can actually get on it.
See exactly what touch it will be here. Twitch Mr. Tazzy does take it away. BCG is able to get a touch through as well. Evade, however, almost locks it in for the corner shot. Let's see what else will be in store here. MattSe ready to lock it in, but can't quite connect. It seems the Ninja Ducks can though, and will be able to display goal number 4 for the Nerf Miners.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for them to close out this series in dominant fashion, 4-0 right at the moment. And they don't look like there's going to be any signs of them letting up. I appreciate the 404 funny number from Evade so far in the scoreline. Just had to bring that to everyone's attention. But yeah, I mean, this team just is looking really good right at the moment. I think there are flaws. I think there are problems. But, you know, generally speaking, when you're at a disadvantage in a series, it gives you the opportunity to... Ooh, that was very close. Ninja Ducks might just put this one through. But when you are at a deficit in a series, it gives you the ability to adapt. You get to look at what your opponent's doing, look at the sort of things they're exploiting in your gameplay, and then improve on those things. And I actually do think that Launceston has managed to do that a little bit. But the problem is, so have the Nerf miners, right? CCC have actually looked at this game and been like, oh, they got a goal on us because we messed up and overcommitted and got punished by a breakaway. Let's make sure we're keeping one player on the halfway mark or further back so that they don't get that opportunity again. And it's really shut out Launceston. So I think that it's awesome to see a team improving when they're behind, but it's even more exciting to see a team improve when they're ahead. Oh, sorry, adapt when they're ahead.
Absolutely. It just goes to show how skillful they are in this series. We'll see if they are going to be able to lock in once again here. BCG, good shot in the air, will be counted, however, by Mattnator and co. again. They try and tap it through. Crossbar, their worst enemy at the moment. It seems Mr. Tazzy is going to be as well.
Yeah, isn't able to give the setup quite enough to keep it in front of goal, but they are still looking for these attacking opportunities. When you have a 5-goal deficit with 1 minute to play, it's a bit rough. We saw them make that little flurry of aggression at the end of the last game. So anything is still possible as Evade pushes it past 2 players and gets a bit of a breakaway for themselves.
See if they are going to be able to break away a little more here. Twitch Mr. Tazzy ready and waiting under the ball. Ilya Evade though is ready to clear it out to the corner there. Seems that the Nerf miners might just be playing for time at this point. Just trying to tap away at it. See if they can get this series done and dusted. They want to secure the W as much as possible.
Yeah, you don't need to play any more aggressive, you know, it's sort of... It's one of those things where when you have this level of advantage, commit players up, keep the attack going, but don't overcommit. In this situation, they see an opportunity to put 3 players up without really losing the potential to rotate back. They do it just comfortably, and they burn a lot of time off the clock as well as potentially getting a goal. That angle, that bounce was just so close, but it doesn't come through. And now all they have to do is ground this ball, and it will be game. Nothing that can be done from their opponents, and CCC take a clean sweep to keep themselves in playoffs contention.
Well played there by the Nerf miners. They do take away the series 3-0 there. And as you said, they may just have a chance yet at that playoffs contention. Definitely impressed with how they played in the series, and unfortunate for the side of the LC Blasters there. Hopefully we do see more from them heading into the future, but alas, today is not their day.
Yeah, it's a bit rough to go 0-2, especially with the quality of teams they came up against today, but it is all about improvement. This is the thing about the high school league. You know, you get too old for the high school league, there is still a uni league, you know, that covers tertiary education as well as university, so, you know, make sure you're keeping an eye on all the social medias for all of the other AEL events going on. That was almost a really smooth segue. I was almost really proud of that. But genuinely, yeah, even if you're not winning these series, even if you're not topping up your group and making it through to the playoffs, you have the chance to improve. It's fundamentally what these sort of leagues are about, and I really hope we see more of Launceston. But I really will say Nerf Miners played a fantastic series of Rocket League.
I think we've actually got some finalists. If you do see our chat right now, I think we've actually got a list of finalists. So, let me see here. Do you want to read them out, or do you want to take some turns here, Fetch?
I'll read them out when I can. Sure, I've got the stuff up if you like.
All right.
Okay, so we've got. See, that's the problem. So normally we make a chat. We take the opportunity to actually look up who's who before we stream, so we know. Yeah, there's Launceston and things like that. But I don't know what all these stand for because I haven't looked them up. So bear with me. It's going to. Our finalists are going to be MRC MRE and SMCC First, Brass 3, who of course we saw play today, and JPC Esports Eagles RL1. Linwood SHS, GSLC Gold, PHCS Pacific Hills, and SBHSA. So congratulations to all those teams. I was wrong. I thought we had an extra week or two of gameplay, and I thought maybe we might see some of the other teams compete. But yeah, huge congratulations to all of our finalists. That'll be really exciting.
Absolutely. Fantastic stuff there. We do get our finalists locked in. Definitely seen some awesome gameplay from all these teams throughout the season, and I can't wait to see more from them in the finals heading into our future weeks. But that is going to be us done and dusted for today, I do believe. So before we do get on to closing time here, Fetch, I believe we have some of our lovely friends to say thank you to.
Yes, we do, as I scroll back up because I scroll down to look at the team. Yeah, first of all is, of course, Predator Gaming by Acer, our presenting partner, providing all of you with gaming and education PC, powering the high school league as well. Second, of course, is ViewSonic, our education partner. Upgrade your classroom today with ViewSonic's large format interactive displays and the My Viewboard software suite. Third, of course, is AOC Monitor, our gaming monitor partner. Gets the best game experience with the latest range of gaming monitors. And finally, last but very much not least, is Rig Gaming, the gaming headset partners. Experience great sounds with Rig's gaming range of headsets.
Big shout out to all of our lovely sponsors there. Definitely appreciate each and every single one of them. And I'm sure that we are going to be seeing more from them heading into the future as well there, Fetch. It's definitely been an awesome day today. And we do want to say a quick shout out to AEL as well for putting on this wonderful league that we do see here today. Obviously, if you do want to check out any more AEL action, you can check out AU Esports League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Or sometimes you might find AEL on Twitch at twitch.tv/AELUni or twitch.tv/AELUni2. So definitely check us out on there if you want to see some more AEL action. And speaking of checking things out, if you want to check out some more of me and Fetch, check out our Twitters in the description down below here. We cover some pretty cool games. You can see what we're covering, see what we're up to. So yeah, definitely check us out if you enjoyed us on the stream today.
Yeah, absolutely, and thank you so much for watching, and of course all the players for being there to bring us 3 series of great Rocket League action.
Absolutely. Big shout out to them. Shout out to everyone for tuning in. But that's going to be all from us for today. So, peace out, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next one.